Let's go! We are breaking down the first Arkansas Razorback game. And let me tell you what, man, they put on a show. And I understand, of course, it's UAPB, but starting things off here with the zone read game, we got Taylen Green pointing out blocks. Obviously, this is going to be a huge, and I mean huge, piece of what Arkansas's offense will be. And obviously, Taylen Green decides to cut back. That is an excellent block right there by Hasz, showing everyone who's boss. Oh, my goodness. We got Razorback football. I am currently in. We have been talking a lot about Jaquindon Jackson, but I wrote an article for Best of Arkansas Sports about Arkansas using 12 personnel, okay? SEC StatCat calls this ACE, right? This is some old school Petrino stuff from yesteryear, okay? Obviously, he didn't do a whole lot of this with Ryan Mallett. He did some of it, but a lot of 11 personnel because the wide receiver room at that time was so loaded, and Ryan Mallett had, one of the biggest arms you'll ever see. But I think Arkansas is going to do a lot of 12 personnel. This is the Danish, I believe, tight end, Paski. I don't think I'm saying his name correctly at all, but this is just really good smash mouth football. Of course, this is the worst team Arkansas will see on their schedule this year, even though I am a supporter of the UAPB Golden Lions. But this is just excellent, excellent smash mouth football. And this is what Bobby Petrino wants to see. But more importantly, this is what Sam Pittman wants to see. Good double team right here. Get some good movement. Get this guard's outside shoulder free so you can get to the second level. But the truth is, if you actually go back pre-snap on this play, let's bring it back. UAPB had numbers over here, right? They're running the football here to the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys over here going up against 4. So that means, if you just do some simple math, you need Jaquindon Jackson to make somebody miss, right? And guess what? He does just that. And once again, this is the worst team Arkansas will play on their schedule, but Jaquindon Jackson has this in his bag. This double team was so good, the linebacker gets caught in the mush because Jaquindon Jackson did a really good job of pressing this hole and then finding the weak spot here. And now you need him to make this guy miss, right? Remember, they were outnumbered. There was going to be a guy free, and Jaquindon Jackson says, "Get off me, son," and he walks in comfortably. You got to keep this guy healthy. Alrighty, so we get to this 3rd and 8, and I don't know how many plays I'm going to break down because, well, like we've told you, UAPB. This is not a good football team, y'all. 127th ranked team out of 129 in the FCS per Bill Connolly's SP+. And first thing is take a look at the structure of this defense. It's obviously a too-high shell, and obviously the Razorbacks are going to want to play a lot of that next year to defend against explosive plays. This is just a simple twist right here, and as you can see, the quarterback takes his eyes off the field. This is kind of a weird situation because, yeah, in theory, you could throw this football right here, turn upfield, and get a first down. And if you actually read this from back to front, this whole shot was also open in the middle of this cover 2 right here. So this actually could have been an explosive play. It obviously just depends on the read. And if I was a quarterback here pre-snap, I would have loved the read to the right side, right? There's a mic right here, but there's really only 2 DBs to this side of the field. And all you would need to do is read this smash-ish concept, okay? So if the corner bites down right here on this, you throw the whole shot that's wide open right here. And as you can see, the quarterback should have been able to read this through. So yes, it's a good sack. It was a really good twist stunt up front right here. So I say really good. It didn't actually get someone free. But it's good relentlessness. Once again, level of competition definitely helps out in this situation. So I would consider this a defensive win to a certain extent, right? So good job on the twist. You want the twist with the 2 offensive linemen side to have somebody win, and Eric Gregory did indeed win. All right, so normally there's a lot of different things that goes into an explosive touchdown. The first is you're playing a bad team. The second is you get a little lucky, okay? So UAPB decides to run a twist here to the left side away from where the pitch was. So it does help these blocks out here. These are really good seal blocks to the inside, and that makes this a lot easier for Jaquindon Jackson to run through. This is some good blocking by Isaiah Sategna down. And look at this, 54 to the third level. You got to love to see it. And it's off to the races here with Jaquindon Jackson. Once again, this is one of the absolute worst teams you will see play an SEC team ever. And yeah, I mean, that definitely helped out here, but it's good to see some confidence here for our. All right, we get to here. It's empty. It's 3rd and 15. Okay. First thing is, as a defense, I never like to just do a 4-man rush out of empty. I normally like to at least have one more player there. But if you only rush 4, the offensive line's always going to feel pretty good about the blocking. And it's just a traditional rush forward, no twist, no nothing. And they also didn't have anybody rushing up the middle, which makes this pocket that much easier for Taylen Green. He can even run through this and probably pick it up or make it a 4th down decision. But he actually sits in this pocket and decides to work over the middle. As you can see, UAPB is playing just simple quarters. And where do you want to attack quarters? Over the middle. He likes his matchup versus a linebacker. And yeah, that's just simple stuff. Taylen Green, look at the accuracy, throws a really good ball, and the safety just makes a horrible play on it. And now you just need Anthony. Oh, come on. Keep your feet, bro. Keep your feet. The turf monster gets him, but you pick up the first down. Quick pitch to the right side. I love this play call into the boundary. Okay. Get numbers, seal block, and then obviously pull one of your linemen. And you just need Hill, number 20, to make a play. That's a good decision by this lineman to go out on the corner. And yeah, it's actually a really good finish right there by Hill to score. All right, so we get to here, and okay, long play action fake. Let's see what Taylen Green decides to do. Of course, we get cut off because camera angles can be very shaky. Taylen Green, okay. All right, and obviously this is a good throw, but at the same time, a better corner is going to poach this, if you ask me. Okay, corner gets completely turned, doesn't take a good flight on the ball. Safety's falling on his own feet because the game's just moving a little too fast. So once again, a good completion, a good throw. Let me know, DB coaches, do you think the DB could have done better making a play on that ball? All right, 2nd and goal. Bobby runs mesh, okay? One thing Bobby likes to do, and we broke this down, during one of our Bobby film studies that we did over the summer, is he actually likes to bring multiple players in the red zone on the mesh, right? He actually does a triple mesh where he's actually bringing 3 guys with 1 guy crossing over. But basically that's what mesh is, and he brings 2 guys behind it. Normally it's just 1 receiver and 1 receiver. But this time the first guy actually gets through. You see 49 drop back here on Sategna. Broden is wide open. And obviously in an actual game situation, it just depends on the coverage rules here. Are you playing man-to-man or are you playing zone? You would like Taylen to get this out a half second sooner, but because he has this much time to throw and he's faster than basically everyone, he decides to wait till the very he waits an extra beat to get Broden super-duper wide open, and it's a touchdown. All right, so we get to here, and this is really good quarterbacking. Once again, only a 4-man rush. Everything is just dominated, and this is a really, really good read right here. You're reading this defender. If he crashes down right here on Varkey Scums, once again, this is 12 personnel as well, you hit the tight end going through here, okay? That's really freaking good quarterbacking. Once again, super clean pocket, and this is going to be your guy, Luke Hasz. Arkansas also gets a major W here. Most elite DBs in this spot are cleaning out a tight end's legs right here. So thank goodness this DB didn't decide to do this on that Little Rock turf, and you pick up a first down. Yeah, man, Jaquindon Jackson's just good. He's going to be really, really good this year. And yes, okay, not the best block right here by 76. He gets beat right here to the inside. This is a good job by this linebacker scraping, but Jaquindon jump cuts it really quickly. Does a better player bring him down there? I don't know, but I'll tell you this, a better player actually brings him down here, but that's a really good tackle break. And let's see if he does something extra special here. He makes another guy miss. It's ridiculous, okay? Yes, bad competition, but that's still a really good run. All right, so we get to Taylen Green's best throw of the night, play action fake. One thing I love with play action fakes to the right is if you include a pulling guard, and this is actually a pulling tackle, and look at all the gravity that pulling tackle has with these two backers to go along with the play action fake. Okay, so really good stuff. Got a pretty, you got 7-ish guys. Good stuff. Now, out of 12 personnel, you've seen Arkansas do this in practice a lot, run out and ups. All right, so Ty Washington here is selling like he's going out, and then he's working his way up the sideline. And this throw right here by Taylen Green actually is a really, really high-level throw. Now, it's a clean throw, okay, but this is ridiculous, and we need our single-digit guys to make this catch. It's not an easy catch. You can't place a football any better than that, folks. That's an NFL-level throw. Tutty, baby. Let's go. Like I said, I probably would have already pulled Taylen Green in this game because, I mean, what's the point? So, obviously, these concepts are kind of weird, okay? I would think in this instance, on this play, if you're reading zone, if you're Isaiah Sategna, you stop and you sit, okay? So if you see that there's zone defenders here, there's no point in you continuing to run. Just give us an answer right here, catch it, pick up the first down, or get you in the middle of the field for field goal range. You still have a timeout left. Because you'll see right here, he continues to run, and boom, okay? Now he's in the window right here, okay? And this makes this kind of awkward here for Taylen Green. He probably shouldn't throw this anyway with this safety being here, and you can still throw this. So in an actual game, you know, I would prefer this to be thrown, but this is not an actual game. So Taylen Green decides to give ground. Man, I understand this ends up being an absolutely ridiculous play. This would be an all-time bad sack. This would be an all-time bad sack if this was a better player, okay? But since Taylen Green's an elite athlete, he's able to get out of it. And then magic ensues, okay? This is the watered-down Jaden Daniels factor. I mean, Taylen's not that level of a runner because, well, you know, only Lamar is on that level. But he is slightly a tier below when it comes to being a runner. I mean, he's up there, right? The RG3 type of runner. He makes this guy miss, makes 39 miss, and this is just not – this is a ridiculous play. I'm not selling him short, but SEC defender is sacking you or at least getting you 5 yards out of bounds, and this is why playing these types of games can lead to potential bad habits. I understand that sounds like I'm an absolute hater. I'm not. This was a really fun game to watch, and I'm glad a lot of Arkansas fans had something to cheer for, but it's just something to note. So, obviously we didn't break down a whole lot of defensive reps because what's the point? So we're going to go ahead and give you some final thoughts after watching this game. So I didn't watch a full game. I really didn't feel like it was the reason. I got to have a wonderful dinner with my father and got to hang out with some subscribers of my network. So, what do we make of this? Are you higher on the Hogs? Well, you know, we already saw what happened last year after Western Carolina. You know, the team kind of sort of fell apart. And look, this was a really good night. It was good news having a bunch of positive vibes, having the game being played in Little Rock yet again. But of course, there was some extracurriculars. But, you know, we all have our opinions on if the Little Rock game should continue. But really dominant effort by Arkansas. We knew this was going to happen. However, if there is one big bonus, the Petrino era is back. And at least this gives Arkansas fans some hope. I like seeing a lot of the 12 personnel, right? That was something that I was begging Arkansas to do. Run more 12 personnel, right? And that Tesla catch was ridiculous. If you have this ridiculously deep tight end room, use it, okay? Absolutely, positively use it. And defensively, obviously, we only broke down one play, but everything looked better. So, obviously, it's been an eventful last couple of weeks on the channel. Our first, pre-recorded video on Arkansas since all of it went down. I appreciate all the support, but the bottom line is I love doing this for you guys, and I understand that a lot of you are going to trash me for what I had to say about Taylen Green's touchdown run, but I only shoot you straight. I do, though, have a major positive Arkansas opinion, and it's one that all of you will love, and it's right here. At the very beginning of the video, I don't even make you wait. It's floating in your face right now, okay? NS Power Hour SEC. Boom! And tonight we're doing chicken parm. Let's go, Vegas.